these last few updates are easier for me to explain rather than do all the fancy editing. For example, in this last fountain bug fix, the water comes out, but it loops kind of strange. Uh, the way it's supposed to work is it's supposed to play and then loop from the sixth frame onwards and keep going back, and that gets you the water motion, but you don't see the water dripping out. Turns out this is kind of hard to do in HTML, so I'll probably have to split the audio out and then split out all the frames to get it to be able to play right. But before you couldn't even click on the buttons; the game just stopped running. So that's still a good improvement. The other thing I did was the game was forgetting what direction you were looking when you looked at a puzzle like this. And so when you came back, you'd always be looking due north. And now it remembers. And then lastly, I wanted to talk about builds. This is something that I spent a lot of time on, but I don't talk about too much. In the beginning, Morpheus was a single project on GitHub. It's all open source. You can go take a look at it. But as I started to build more things, I created more GitHub projects. Each of those projects had its own automated build, and I had it all working, and it worked pretty well, except that I kept ending up in these situations where I needed to build the projects in a very specific order for different kinds of fixes, and different fixes require me to build a different set of projects, maybe in a different order. Sometimes I got it wrong. So what I did is I pulled all of Morpheus, all of these extra separate projects into a single project, which these days is called a monorepo. And now my automated builds just build everything, always in the right order. The downside to this change is that my builds are now really slow because I do one little change, I just rebuild everything I have. But the upside is that I don't have to do this dance about figuring out what things I need to do and in what order. Plus, having everything all together makes building the native desktop and mobile versions simpler. I hope to be able to talk more about the native app-like versions of Morpheus more in the next update. So stay tuned. And until then, thanks for watching.